Knuckles the Echidna has completed a hard day's work on the floating island's emerald chamber. I sometimes wonder if I'll get this place back to how it was in the old days. Ugh, now for a good rest. I'm shattered. Give me a break, not the alarm system. The display is showing a fluctuation in the island's force field. It might be an intruder. Or it could be dust in the works. These machines are ancient. Still, as guardian of the floating islands, I better check. The zones of the floating islands are connected by the mysterious Zoom Tomb system. Moments later, this is the zone where the signal was picked up. Megapolis City. Before my kind left the floating island, this was the capital. Boy, will they be surprised when they return. If, that is. Sounds like trouble. Hard to tell where it's coming from with all the echoes around here. That's one robot I'll be sure to approach with a little caution. Hey buddy, the floating island is supposed to be private. So how did you get here? Suddenly. Yeah! So much for the polite approach. Maybe you'll appreciate this instead. Old tinplate looks familiar. Still, I'll worry about that after I mash him. Only he's too strong for a direct attack. So I'll try the subtle approach. Get out of that one. Why the interest in the rubble? Could it be me? Talking rubble? Unless I'm dreaming masonry can't speak. No, Knuckles. But I can. I was trying to hide from that robot. No. It can't be. It's true. I'm one of the lost race of the echidnas. I am the first of your people to return to the floating island. Dr. Zachary is the name. Many years ago, the original inhabitants of the floating island disappeared. Why they left and where they went, nobody knows. Now at last, one has returned. Namely, Dr. Zachary. So the legends are true. The Chaos Emeralds really exist. They sure do, Dr. Zachary. It's unbelievable. All that power contained in 7 ancient crystals. It's their energy that keeps the floating island in the sky. Without them, the whole place would come crashing down on the surface of planet Mobius. Look, Doc, I have a million questions. For instance, I still don't know why everyone left the floating island, let alone when they plan to return. Why was I left to guard the floating island while they're away? Yes, I have much to tell you, Knuckles. But now I am weary and need sleep. What I have to say will wait until morning. For days I have been in hiding. The robot has never been so close to catching me before. No need to worry about the robot now. I took care of him. Don't be so sure. The robot is virtually indestructible, and it is able to track me somehow. It will never rest until it has me. Never. That night, Knuckles finds it impossible to sleep. I can't get that robot out of my mind. I'm sure I recognize the design. Maybe it was something I saw in these ancient scrolls. Aha! There it is. But why should one of the robots built by the people of the floating island attack Dr. Zachary? I'd better let the doc see this straight away. Yeah! Try again, big head.
Knuckles! What? No, not the robot.
Dr. Zachary, run for it! Oh no, he's frozen with fear. Moments later.
Knuckles, thank goodness you're alive.
I'm okay. Hey, where's the robot?
He turned away from me at the last second. He went down there.
The Emerald Chamber!
What? A quake?
The robot! He's doing something to the Master Emerald! No! One of Knuckles' lost people, calling himself Dr. Zachary, has returned to the floating island. Unfortunately, he was hotly pursued by a deadly robot. Now the robot has reappeared in the very heart of the floating island. The Emerald Chamber. No! He's destroyed the Master Emerald! What's it doing now?
Keep your distance, Knuckles. The robot is very dangerous.
He's absorbing the power of the other emeralds. I've got to stop him. Without the emerald power, the floating island will come crashing down on Mobius.
Knuckles, come back!
Guard!
Knuckles! Knuckles! It's no good. No one can withstand a direct hit from the robot. He must be dead. Good riddance. I thought we'd never get that pest off our backs. My plan worked perfectly. Knuckles was so pleased to meet a member of his lost race that he believed everything I told him. He never suspected that I could be evil. Ah! The knucklehead led me straight to the legendary Chaos Emeralds. At last their inestimable power has been transferred to my indestructible robot. Now it's fun time. I will find every one of Knuckles' lost people and take my revenge. But first I'll warm up by destroying the people of planet Mobius. As for the floating island, let it crash onto the planet below. It will serve as a monument to my genius.
Get ready to eat your words, Zachary. The real fight starts here. Hovering over Mobius.
I'll swoop down on the Mobians like an avenging angel of death.
Not so fast, Zachary. I haven't finished with you yet.
It can't be.
Phew, just made it. Lucky he was passing near a Zoom to exit.
You fool!
Let's see how well you fly with a broken wing.
I may have underestimated your strength, Knuckles, but not your intelligence. If it hadn't been for your meddling and interfering, I'd have left the floating island quietly. But now I must make sure you die.
Careful what you say, you grumpy old grandpappy. Oh no, it can't be happening so soon. But it's too late. The floating island is about to crash. Just my luck, the floating island's orbit took us into a mountain range. Looks like it's over for both of us, Dr. Zachary. Dr. Zachary has revealed his true evil nature. Now he faces Knuckles for the final battle, his robotic armor fully charged with all the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Suddenly, a new danger threatens to destroy the entire floating island. We're on a collision course with the mountains. With the Master Emerald destroyed, the floating island can't remain in the sky. There's nothing I could do. Elsewhere on the floating island, the Emerald Hill folk continue to work in their new dwellings, blissfully unaware of the disaster to come. This is it. Brace yourself for impact. The shock waves hit every part of the floating island like an earthquake.
Curse you, Knuckles! If you hadn't damaged this armor, I could have flown to safety!
What? It stopped. The floating island has stopped dead. We must be stuck on top of the mountain. But we won't stay here for long. As the last of the emerald power drains from the island, it will fall to its doom.
By keeping me here, you have sentenced me to death, Knuckles. But before I die, I shall have the pleasure of destroying you.
Zachary, you really are starting to get on my nerves, you know that? Let's see how tough you are without your precious armor!
No! Knuckles, I'm an old echidna. You wouldn't hit me, would you? It's my heart, you see.
Minor tremor hits the
No!
Zachary! I can't see him. Too much cloud. I guess he's gone. Glide down to safety if I wanted. But this is my island and I'm staying here till I finish. Wait a minute. The robot's head. You don't suppose... What the heck, it's worth a try. Minutes later, back in the Emerald Chamber. If this doesn't work, it's all over. Well, here goes. It's working! The robot's head is acting the same way as the Master Emerald. I can feel the floating island starting to move. We're lifted clear of the mountain. The floating island is saved. Phew. That was way too close. And I blame myself. I was so excited at meeting one of my own race that I never guessed Zachary might be evil. One day, my people will return. And I'll be here waiting for them. But next time, I'm going to be asking a few more questions.